Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's FailRace versus the community. This week we have more A-class cars but from countries competing in the Euros 2024 Football Championship. First race here we have at Kalami, starting from completely last on the grid. No great luck improving this time, but I've got a bit of acceleration as we head down towards turn 2 here at Kalami. I run fanning out and then bunching up once more as we head through turn 2. We're looking to the outside, a Donkervoort coming across the track, thankfully pausing before they were blocking our path. Trying to make it a couple of positions. Here's little taps bumper to bumpers, still of course vying for position from us. We've ended up P21 as we come out of turn 4 here on the way to turn 5. We're looking to the outside of Impega here, and another white car right on the inside. That's an Evora, I believe. We've got a cut back on Impega. Impega's still looking to our inside here. We're going to try and get around the outside of the Evora here. We've got a car off in the gravel, so that gets us up to P20. But as we come through the S's here, Porsche running a little bit wide, having a bump on the green car. Will get spun around, a few cars getting collected into the gravel. White car's also going to lose control and spin off as well, promoting us up to P17. We're going to look here to the outside of a Donkervoort, but they're going to have a look to the inside of Impeg as they go through. They're going to collect each other and get Forza glued onto the gravel. That'll be another 2 free positions. Just run wide out of the hairpin, underestimating how much grip we have, or overestimating, sorry, I should say how much grip we has. But as we come through the quick left-hander into the final sector now, we're going to try and have a look up the inside of this BMW here. Not quite close enough as we get squeezed onto the apex. Have to back out 3 wide briefly on the exit. Purple car there now running wide. That'll be another free spot. We're going to go run on BMW here. Going to try and look down the inside. They're going to brake way too late. Luckily just avoid Alex in front. But we're going to have a much better exit than them and pull alongside, though they do seem to have the acceleration to keep up with us, and they're starting to gain again as we head towards first braking zone of the lap. We just fall behind, but we're going to have a look to the inside. We're not quite good enough on the brakes to make up the inside. Bit of space left for us, but we can't quite get the move done for now. We've got a bit of a run through the next couple of corners. Go try and have a look to the inside of this left-hander once again. We can't quite get there, but the BMW runs wide from us putting pressure on, but unfortunately we get held up behind it. The purple car is able to come back through, dropping us to P15. Head into the quick right-hander here. BMW struggling with a bit of understeer, it looks like, as they're maybe gonna have a look on the purple car. We try and send it, they leave us the space on the inside, but we're not quite close enough. However, they get a bit of a slide on the exit on the curb. However, we're not able to do anything with it, as we've got the Donkervoort that was spinning on the first laps catching back up to us. But the purple cars had a really poor run through the S's here. We've got a run. We're looking to the inside for the hairpin now, trying to get up the inside. Can we get the move done? The purple car tries to hold it around the outside. Who's going to have the better run off the hairpin downhill? Looks like it's going to be the purple car, and they're just going to slot in front, pull over to the racing line, try and open up this left-hander. Bit of a better run from us. Purple car though defends the inside into the right-hander. We have a look to the outside, but nothing can be done. Instead, the Donkervoort uses the opportunity to get to our inside and take P15 from us, though another Alpine's starting to struggle now. We're going 3 wide into the final corner with Alpine on the inside. The Donkervoort trying to squeeze us down, not quite leaving enough room for all 3 of us, and in the end we come out of that in front, back into P14, as we're now per intention forwards once more. See if we can close in again on the purple car that does have a little bit more straight line speed than us, but we seem to be a little bit quicker and a little bit more composed through the corners. So let's see if we can make up a bit of time through the first sector here as we head through turn 4, I believe. Try and get good exit a little bit on the grass, but it's a big run on the grass for the BMW in front. Will we be able to get close enough for the right-hander? Not quite. The purple car though is going to try and hold it round the outside. That compromises BMW's run. That's going to allow us to close in as we get a big snap off the curb. Try and hold on to the car. Just nearly slotting it 3 wide as we just try and gather up the car. Purple car runs a little bit wide on the exit, that allows us get an undercut on both of them. BMW just has enough acceleration pull ahead, but is deep into the S's. They come back across, compromising our run through the second part. That allows the purple car to get back up the inside, but purple car's going to be on the outside for the hairpin. We're going to shove our nose up the inside, 3 wide once again into the hairpin. BMW really squeezing us onto the apex as purple car just gets shoved out a little bit wide, doesn't quite have the space. We're running side by side now with the BMW into the left-hander. Both of us trying to carry as much speed as we can, both of us getting a little bit ambitious. BMW running wide onto the grass, comes back down the inside, isn't able to get the car slowed down. We'll cut back to take P11 and hopefully try and start to run away from this group. The pack ahead have gapped us quite a bit, 5 seconds up the road, but as we cut now going on to the final lap here, the Donkervoort, we've closed up a second to the cars in front, but the Donkervoort's putting a lot of pressure on us. BMW is also trying to follow them through. We go defensive into turn 1. The Donkervoort and the BMW trying to look around the outside. We just hold in front for the meantime now. Donkervoort trying to get the bar exit, trying to look to the outside for the second bar. Isn't quite there and runs onto the grass. Has a big snap across the curb, but just gathers the car up again. BMW sliding a little bit wide as they run side by side through turn 4, and that gives us the opportunity to start running away again, opening up a little bit of a gap as we now cut to the final corner. We certainly held on to that gap as BMW closed up in the end. Maybe we've had to go into turn 1 if we had another lap, but alas, there was not. So we'll finish P11, having started dead last, up 13 positions, which is pretty decent. Alpine struggling with a bit of understeer in this race, prevented us from getting any further up the grids. If we'd started further up, we definitely could have been in that next pack from about 7th to 10th, but we will have to take what we can get. For our next race, we head to Brands Hatch now, and the English weather has arrived as well. Starting much better, P6 this time. We get an alright start, pulled to the inside to defend, braking just in time to avoid running into the back of the Evora, who runs in quite deep into turn 1 anyway. Struggling a bit more with understeer, allows the KTM to cut up to our inside as we're looking to the outside of the hairpin. Druids here holding it side by side with the KTM. Can we get a better run down to the left-hander here? We can. We just slot in front. KTM going for a cutback, but we just hold on to position, and we've better acceleration on the run to the left-hander here as we are going to make our way up to the Grand Prix. They're struggling with a bit of understeer. KTM has a look back down the inside again. Isn't quite close enough. So as we head down the back straight towards Hawthorns now, side by side between the Porsche and Renault in front. Renault runs a little bit wide. That gives Impega the opportunity to come back. Still side by side. Let's go. Let's close up a little bit. Renault runs wide again, just underestimating how much grip there is, and we'll run into the gravel, gifting us a free place up into P4. And from there, the top 3 we drive away from us, but Alex, once again, we try and chase us down as we come on to the penultimate lap. Alex is just closing up to our rear bumper here as he made his way from last on the grid this race. He's closing in with the slipstream towards Hawthorns. Not quite close enough to make a move just yet though. Seems to have a little bit more top speed, but it's going to be quite difficult here. Alex was lapping ideally by a second a lap quicker than us so far in this part of the race. So it was going to be a tough battle to hold on to as Alex closes in round the GP. There appear not many overtaking opportunities, so as we're trying to push as much as we can, using all of the track and heading slight bit defensive into the penultimate corner here, making sure patient on throttle, hold a tighter line to prevent Alex from getting a cutback, which is going to be absolutely crucial to holding on to a position here, and so important here. I have the final corner, just waiting and waiting to get on throttle, getting on throttle and holding the inside line, preventing Alex from getting any cutback. You can see he was looking, he followed us to a tight line, looking to get that cutback, but he has a little bit more speed coming up to turn 1. He's looking to the outside again in the mirror. You can see he just stuck back for a cutback, but once again we are holding the inside as tight as we can and as much as we can just to try and defend. Alex now looking to the outside. He's going to try and go the long way around of Druids, and he has the grip to do so. We squeeze him a little bit on the exit, but leave him enough room and he'll get the move done in the inside of the left-hander. We're going to try and get a little bit of a cut back, and we've got a bit of a better drive off of the corner, which is good. Just allow us to get to the inside. Alex a little bit cautiously on the brakes on the outside, having made a mistake earlier in the race there. We're just going to try and fight this battle as much as we can. We've got a 2-second gap behind, so we don't have anything to lose. But as we head down to Hawthorns, it's a bit of a drag race. Looks like Alex just as the top end on us, side by side. As we come through Hawthorns, this battle should be done with the grip Alex has, but once again we get better exit off of Hawthorns, and we're just going to throw the nose up the inside, see if we can make a move work. It's not going to happen. Alex squeezes us tight to the apex, and we're not able to carry the momentum. And so Alex, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, will have P4 here, but we're going to try and see if we can push him the whole way. Rear wheel getting on the grass there out of the quick right-hander, just showing how much we're pushing to try and pressure Alex into a late mistake here. As we head to the final corner, Alex is just going to start pulling away a little bit on the final lap here, and we'll have to settle for P5, making up one position off a couple of positions off start. We did lose one of them, of course, again here, but a fun battle with Alex at the end, trying to hold him off on the final lap. As you can see, yeah, we're about a second slower than the cars in front, a few times slower than the cars behind us as well, but fortunately for us, we had enough of a gap from them. You can see a lot of positions gained for those cars, so those cars started quite far back on the grid, compromising them and not letting them get as close as they wanted to us. Now we head to the Nürburgring GP circuit. We're back down to 21st off on the grid, but we've got a good start here, making up one position off the grid as we make our way to the inside. Heading into turn 1, big braking zone, having a little look to the inside, getting squeezed onto the apex, but can we make up a few positions? We get up to P15 there, so very good start, 6 places gained through one turn alone. A lot of smoke, a car going spinning on the inside will guess up to P14. We're going to have a look and dive it to the inside of the Ginetta here, and that'll be another position up to 13th after 3 corners, 8 positions gained. But we're now looking for Dunkford, just getting a bit on the grass as we head to this left-hander. Not quite close enough to make a move, but can we maybe think about getting to the inside here? We have a look, but we're not quite close enough as a couple of cars get together in front. Alex and Chris getting tangled together there from getting us squeezed down onto the apex from the green Porsche in front. That'll gift us up to P11, so we're up 10 places after half a lap. We get a little bump from the Ginetta, pushes us a little bit wide, but we're able to hold on to that position, carry the momentum round the outside. The Donkervoort up ahead having a little bit of lag issues, and they unfortunately do disconnect there, so that gives us P10, and the Porsche having a really poor run through the Schumacher S's will gift us P9 on the exit, now making it 12 places gained in the first 2 sectors effectively. As we head through the right-hander here, the Alfa Romeo 4C ahead getting a little bit of a slide. We can see Alex is behind us, he's not too far back, he's only 1 car back now as he's side by side getting himself up to P10. Won't be too long before he catches up to us once again as we head through the chicane, everything bunching up a little bit. The 4C missing their braking point, sliding really wide and having to take the sprint chicane, or the GT chicane, the faster edge used for the GT cars usually, but that'll gift us P8, making it a 13th position gained on this opening lap. And as we come on to the start finish straight, we've got a run on the Porsche in front here. We're going to pull, look to the inside into T1. We're going to brake as late as we dare. We're going to have a bit of a dive on the Alfa Romeo as well, not intended, just with how late we broke. A little bit of an excessive dive there, and a bit of side-by-side contact. Unfortunately, Alfa Romeo losing a couple of positions from that, but we will take P6 from that. We cut now to the middle of lap 2 now. A little bump on the back of the bright purple car in front. That runs us a little bit wide. That allows Alex to get to our inside. It's going to be a drag race up to Schumacher S's. Will Alex try and hold it around the outside? No, he backs into line for now, but it's only going to be a matter of time before Alex gets past here. He's got a bit of a run out of the Schumacher S's. Going to pull alongside once again. Will he hold it around the outside this time? He does. He's holding it there. That'll give him the inside for this upcoming right-hander, of which there's nothing we can do. We'll slot back into line try not to lose any more time than we need to as we head on to the back straight, just following the slipstream and see if we can maybe get the purple or the green car up ahead as we cut now a lap later into this right chicane. Alex has made a couple of moves on those cars and things are starting to bunch up from that. The green car's got a very poor exit off the chicane. We're going to try and get past, maybe thinking by move on the purple car, but we're not quite close enough, and also got to leave room for the green BMW. Try and get a cut back on the BMW out of the final corner, but has the acceleration and just pulls away from us, so nothing we can do there. But as we now cut to lap 4, the green BMW makes a mistake, gets on the grass and runs wide at the left-hander, gifting us P6 back. And we've closed in on the purple Alfa Romeo, getting a really good exit into their rear bumper. Don't quite have anywhere to go with it, so we just push them forward, try and give them a little helping hand. I don't want to lose too much time and have the Alfa Romeo behind us catch back up and start putting pressure on us. But we have to follow the Alfa Romeo, the other Alfa Romeo 4C, through the Schumacher S's as we head up to the left-hand route. Not quite closing in for now, but close enough to put a little bit of pressure. Alfa Romeo a little bit deep into the left-hander, allows us to close up a little bit. Can we maybe get a good run off the right-hander here? We turn in a little bit too early, both of us taking a little bit of grass. Alfa Romeo a little impatient, getting throttle, runs wide onto the gravel and will gift us P5 here on the penultimate lap. We're going to cut now to the final lap as we're given free rein to chase down Impega. With just a few corners to go, we're really close, closing in on the braking zone here into the final chicane. Over the curbs, can we get a good exit? A little wheel on the grass. We've got a bit more acceleration. Impega running slightly defensively. We're up on the curb trying to open up the final corner here. Can we get a better exit? A little bit of a slide off the inside curb. But as we come off the final corner, we'll have the acceleration. We pull to the right hand side and we'll be able to take P4 right at the death of the race. Another good result there. Faster lap time, not quite quick enough for those at the front, but a lot more competitive than we were in the last couple of races. The Alpine running quite well here. But now, for our last race, we're going to head to Watkins Glen here, starting in P5 for this race. So good grip position, and it's a good start off the grid. We pulled to the inside of the BMW in front. It's now 4 wide heading into turn 1. We're going to try and show our nose where can quite keep it alongside the classic, the 2 Mercedes, I believe, in front of us. But we do get the BMW through turn 1, so up to P4 now. Can we get a good run through the S's? We hold it flat, a little bit of grass for Impega now. As we head in, try and pick up a bit of slipstream too, heading towards bus stop chicane. Liam's BMW though has a lot of straight line speed. It's going to come past us and we're going to just back off, slot into line through the bus stop. No, don't want to take any risks at this stage of the race. We close up on the BMW though, and the gap's open on the inside. We dive for it. We try and get to the inside of Impega as well through here. A little bit of bumping and sliding off the curb. The Mercedes on the outside has a slide too. That allows us to be 3 wide again, going down into the left-hander here. We're caught on the outside though with a bit of understeer, backing up into a couple of cars in front of us. We give a slight tap to the 190 and we're almost defending now from Donkervoort on the outside Mercedes. So 190 running a little bit wide. We're going to try and slip up the inside and we get the move done there up into P3 for now, but we've got a few quick cars behind us. Liam getting boxed in by the 2 open wheel cars as we head into right-hander. Alex is going to use his grip to dive up the inside of us and we'll try and get the move done. We're just going to hold it on the outside though. It's going to give us the inside for left-hander here, but as we've seen from the previous 2 races, doesn't really mean anything. Alex will just hold it round the outside and we'll have to slot back into line and hold on to P4 for now. As we've got Donkervoort, we've seen them, they've been quite strong and quick through the races so far this week, and no doubt this one is going to be quick as well. You can see a little bit of a slide from Alex, but he's still able to carry more momentum than us through the final corner, and the Dunkervore as well. It's going to pull to the inside into T1. We're going to try and brake as late as we dare. So will the Dunkervore. It's a little bit too late and opts to go to ghost mode to avoid collecting Alex and avoid causing an incident. But we now get on to the final lap. Longbow now also in another classic Lotus has got up to as far as it down the inside into turn 1 with our straight line speed. We try and hold them tight to the apex, but just a little bit of door-to-door contact, and we have to slot back in line through the S's. Have to take a little bit of a lift, not quite getting the line perfectly over the crest. But as we head up to the bus stop, you can see straight line speed that classic Lotus has. Arguably, it's pulled away enough that it's going to be able to hold on to place. But as we head through the bus stop, we've actually closed in quite a bit here, and the Lewis is going to get a bit of a twitch off the curb. That's going to open up the inside, and we're going to take that opportunity, no questions asked. And now we're going to see, can we hold on in front of the Lotus for the rest of the lap? It's going to be a difficult challenge, but we're defending into the left-hander here. We're going to need as good of an exit as we can get to hold on with the Lotus's straight line speed. You can see it's closing, but it's not quite close enough. It's looking to the outside as we hold a defensive line through this right-hander. It's really going to open up the exit though here for the Lotus. Make sure it can put down all of its power and get a run. It's in slipstream. We're going to go defensive. Longbow's going to go to the outside, and we're just going to try and fire the car back up the inside. Try and not let that Lotus get away from us. Another little bit of contact, and we're able to slot in front. We cut across the nose of the Lotus to try and hold on to P4 here in the final few corners. Try and get a good exit off towards the penultimate corner. The Lotus is going to try and dive it down the inside at the last moment. We try and sweep across it, but we make nose to bumper contact. So it's going to be side by side into the final corner now. Try and hold the Lotus to the outside, but just has enough grip to do so. The BMW Chris behind has a run, but unfortunately for Chris, he runs out of fuel onto the line, which is going to let us hold on to P5. Another tight fight on the final lap here, finishing ultimately where we started this race. We didn't have the pace. Another sort of second down on cars in front of us and a few cars behind us. That obviously either made mistakes or got stuck in traffic. But yeah, some good racing. Not quite as good as last week, but still fun nevertheless. That is going to do it for this week's Versus Community. Thank you everyone very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.